Welcome to the month of August, and it's been a few days since I've had a video up and running with this. So I'm going to share from my own perspective of this 8 type of a vibration. We're in an 8 year as well, 2024, and I believe today is August the 6th, and August, the 8th month, being the 6th, and with the 8 year adds up to a 22-4 type vibration. So today's a heavier day with this. It adds up to the master number, the 22-4. So for those that have this type of, if you're born on today's date, or if you have that 22nd, that 22 type vibration, it's going to hit and it's going to be felt. And I'm sharing this because we're not as a human being, but as a spiritual being. This year, it's not just so much on this human level, but from the universe, it's pushing each and every one of us, myself included, of going back on the inside and addressing the energy. It's an emotion, whatever it is on the inside, and taking the ownership and the accountability, the personal responsibility with whatever that emotional resistance is. I'm talking about something that when this goes public, and it's already going public in many, many ways, because as a spiritual being, we volunteered showing up here in the first place. So as part of the process of showing up here and volunteering, the soul's asking, can you please do the soul a favor and clear out whatever that abuse is or that karma with whatever it is, with no judgment, with no blame with it, and saying, I've done things to the best of my ability. The new technology, the new route where this is going, the personal development works will now include the spiritual component to this. I also have the understanding that the med beds are already here. They haven't gone public just yet. When that's done, then the next phase of that's going to be involving with the mental and the emotional pillars on the inside. So as a spiritual being, as a spiritual ambassador, living in this physical 3D world here, the energies have now been elevated to the 5D and the 6D. What's important with this is the med beds are a super advanced type of a technology that was gifted by the universe as a gift to humanity to clean up or cleanse out with whatever it is on the inside, and it is absolutely phenomenal technology, and it's being operated by those from the light. To my understanding, it's going to be run initially by the military, and by those that are going to be trained within the civilian world, and for those that are equipped to handle this 5D type of healing work, and they have to be working with the light with this. I'm sharing this with the 8 type of a vibration for this month, because the moment when the first day of August showed up, and I felt the energy of it. I had felt the impact of it. And I'm like, universe, thank you for the reminder. And I'm sharing this because this is not my first lifetime showing up here. And this year, it was told to me very, very clearly that this month can potentially bring anyone or drop anyone down to their knees. And as a gentle reminder, you don't want to be pushed in the corner by the universe. I'm saying this openly for me with this. It's with me taking the ownership, taking the accountability, and taking the personal responsibility with owning with what's going on in my own life. And what's shown up for me here recently, if there's things I don't like, it's an opportunity to say, well, thank you very, very much. Thank you for showing up with whatever I need to see here. And now I'm in this 5D here, so I'm making a new choice, making a new decision, and then taking the massive action with it and backing it up and then sticking with it. I'm sharing this because at some point, most people are going to be going through this whole phase of this. And people who are, for those, they have to make a choice whether this is something they want to do, because you're still honoring, it's involving with honoring the free will here. And I'm sharing this message that for those that are involved with this, that are in their awakening, that are doing the ascension work, or being introduced to the world of healing, or I'm sharing this from a different perspective, that there's an alternate way to deal with one's life here. It's not with somebody just putting their hands over somebody and doing the Reiki work. That is gone. That's out the window. That's obsolete. From everything that I've done with this, it involves personal accountability and personal responsibility. And it is a serious commitment, because when I started getting involved with the universe many years ago, it was either I was in or I was out. And I'm sharing this as a source of inspiration and to educate others that there's another way with dealing with things. And I'm sharing that in this 8-year type vibration, it's about being in my power with this. And it's for every one of us. We're all coming here to learn, to grow, to foster. And I'm sharing this because there's many areas of my life where I saw the negative side of it, and now I'm also seeing the positive side of it. So for every vibration, again, from 1 to 9, there's a positive and a negative vibration to it. And it doesn't matter with one vibration being better than the other. It's simply with how well am I handling this energy? How well am I handling the vibration with it? And when I feel that resistance, or when I feel that emotional blockage, or when I feel that, ooh, this is an unknown here, or this is a void, or this is something brand new here, is it, with me, like, how well am I handling it? Am I up-leveling with it? And as long as I keep moving forward with it, this is where I'm graduating with the universe with this. And I'm sharing this because this month, I was already warned earlier this year that this month's going to be a kicker. This month's going to be a solid kicker. So all I can say here is, from my own experience, I had to drop my grip, I had to drop my resistance, I had to drop my, whatever it was that pinky was, whatever it is I've been holding on to energetically or emotionally, and I had to completely drop it. And with me taking the full ownership and the responsibility of it. And I'm sharing this because as a spiritual being living here, and as myself as the ambassador, when I volunteered on behalf of my soul showing up here, in this physical 3D world, this is the place where I was doing all the shadow work to close out all the karmic loops. So the 8 here for this month, and it is an 8-year type vibration, the 8 there is to close up all the karma. So any of the negative files, the negative feelings, the negative emotions, this is the month, this is the time, this is the rest of the year as an opportunity to close house with this. And I'm sharing this, again, as to inspire others that there's another way with dealing with this. It's not there to intimidate anyone, it's there to self-empower, that for those of you who had a rough go with it, or if you had some tougher experiences, you can simply say, thank you for showing me this. I'm now open with doing something else. And that something else can be with whatever it is. And what I've learned with this is, follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. Do whatever it is that you really enjoy doing. That's going to make things a lot easier being in the 5D. I'm sharing this because this was something that I went through many, many years ago, and I'm back into that lane there of pursuing the things that I really love the most, or with what it is that for me that brightens me up. And it's self-care, it's self-love with this. This involves like the self-worth, and it's there to really encourage or nourish what's inside of me. And that 8 vibration, it's pushing me in many ways to really solidify it in a positive way here. Because when the month of September shows up as a 9 type vibration, it's here to close up all the loops. So in closing everything up here, this month is as a preparatory to close up all the karma, and to really own that ownership, to really own that self-confidence, that self-esteem, the self-love, the self-respect, the self-worth of this. Is to own it, is to embody it. And for those that are awakened, you can invoke and invite your identical self from the light. And as well, when you're connected properly with your light being or with your soul, this is where you can start doing other type of work with this. There is work involved to get to that level. And I'm simply sharing that's I found a way with this. And it took a lot of accountability and a lot of responsibility with it. But equally, I'm sharing this to inspire others that when you find your own way, when you find your own inner compass with it, it will open up a whole new set of doors of this. Because being in this 5D type consciousness, there's a lot of cool things coming down the pipeline. And the biggest thing I'm sharing with this here is the preparatory work is required. So even though the med beds are here, when they go public, that's something different. It still revolves, it's still going to require doing the mental and the emotional type work here. So the ownership is key. The ownership is vital with this. And please don't get yourself stuck in a corner or pushed by the universe where you have to start doing something or being forced to being dropped to your knees to deal with things. So I'm sharing this because everything's changing. and it's changing rapidly. So the 5D is on its way, and it's a wondrous opportunity. It's a beautiful opportunity, and it's really a time to up level into this higher energy and this higher consciousness, and enjoy the ride with it. So a quick video for today, and with whatever you're doing, be inspired to light it up with whatever you're doing, and till the next video, take care and be kind with yourself.